Are you over 50 and that weight is just slowly creeping up and you can't figure out how to move the scale in the right direction? Today I'm going to share my tip number 7 on how to lose weight over 50. Hello, it's Amy from Be Healthy Enough, doing what I love to do, sharing my knowledge and experience to inspire you to find what being healthy enough means to you. Here's another tip that I use to help clients over 50 shed a few pounds. I struggled with this one because I don't like to do it. It takes work and it's so much easier not to. But losing weight is hard. Maintaining your weight is hard. Being overweight is hard. We all have to choose our hard. Today I'm going to share how I make this hard task so much easier. Today is tip number 7, cooking at home. Tip number 7 is cooking at home, and I've put on my little apron that my friend Sarah got me. It has little black cats on it and I love it. Get me in the mood to cook. All the tips I've shared so far are about eating better, minimizing the empty calories, and choosing the right foods to nourish your body. But you cannot find these foods in a drive-thru or even in those healthier microwave choices. To eat better, you must cook. And this might seem daunting to most, but take it from a person who hated to cook for so many years. You can do it. I literally would eat popcorn for dinner when my husband was out of town. Now look at me, I'm a health coach and I'm learning to cook. All it takes is a bit of courage and a little planning. Quick fact before I move on to how you cook more at home. Did you know that when you eat out, you consume almost 200 more calories per day than if you cooked at home? Let's do the math. Extra 200 calories per day, 7 days per week, 52 weeks per year. That's an extra 728,000 calories per year. With about 3,500 calories per pound, that's an extra 20.8 pounds per year. The first step in planning your meals is to take a look at your schedule. What does your week look like? How many and what type of meals do you really need? A lot of people skip this step and it can set you up for failure. If you have back-to-back meetings or you know you won't have any time to cook, you gotta plan for that. In our house, we use our Sunday morning coffee time to go over our calendars, and then we say, okay, what days, nights can we cook? What nights will we need something quick? And when we must or want to eat out, when are we going to do that? We try to plan for at least 2 to 3 nights of cooking and are mostly successful. The next thing you need to do is decide on the what you will eat. To be honest, this is the hardest part for us. We sit there, okay, what do you want for dinner on Tuesday night? Oh, I don't know. It drives my husband crazy. You can also get tired of the same old thing. We get tired of the same old thing week after week, and it's kind of difficult to find healthy, easy recipes that look good for you during your time of planning. Sunday morning coffee time, sometimes I won't want to think about tacos. My recommendation is to start out simple. Start with recipes that you know and love, and each week maybe try a new one. I have a free ebook called The Ideal Plate Guide, and it'll give you some ideas on what to eat. I'll leave a link to that below. Once you have this plan, write it down or put it on the calendar. I don't know how many times we've talked about our plans and didn't write them down. And then Wednesday comes around and it's, what do we plan for dinner tonight? Whether you use a whiteboard or a chalkboard or a note card or even go digital, there's some cool digital apps out there. It's a good idea to keep a paper copy of your plan in plain view. Hanging it on the fridge is a really popular choice. Next, it's time to create a list and go shopping. We've created a shopping list so it's store friendly. We typically shop at our local Vons, so our list is broken down in how the store is laid out, like deli and bakery and pet and home supplies, then drinks and frozen, meats, dry goods, and then dairy and produce is at the other end of the store. This makes shopping so much easier. To make cooking nights a bit easier, although this isn't mandatory, do some prep work. Find a few free hours to prepare some things in advance. You can clean and chop vegetables, you can make some sauces or a soup. On the night you cook, give yourself plenty of time so it can be fun and not a chore. Turn on some music, have a glass of wine or your favorite 0-calorie drink, as I shared in tip number 2. Enjoy the time you've carved out to be healthier. If you're new to this, start small. Do it your own way and give yourself a break if it doesn't go as planned. I used to hate to cook. My husband used to call me the, honey, sorry, I'm filming. This is my husband, Ed. He's the chef of the family. He's teaching me how to cook healthier. I used to hate cooking. My husband called me the reheat queen. And while I'm getting better, I'm not great. But you don't have to be a great cook to eat healthier. Rarely do I have popcorn for dinner anymore, and I feel so much better when I nourish my body, crowd in that good stuff. If this is your heart, I get it. The best step is to stop putting it off and just get started. To help, I created a much more detailed ebook called Amy's Easy Meal Planning Guide. It summarizes the steps I mentioned today and gives you some extra Be Healthy Enough tips and a sample Van Leeuw meal plan and 26 recipes, breakfast, meals you can prepare in advance, lunch, dinner, and even desserts, all using the Be Healthy Enough weight loss tip number 4 of swapping out the white stuff. I'll leave the link to that ebook below too. If you found this helpful, let me know by giving me a thumbs up or liking this video. And that is it for tip number 7. Make sure you subscribe or follow me because I'm ready to film my next tip on losing weight over 50.